In this video we look at how to import shapefiles into John Deere terminals, specifically this sprayer. We're using it to test out a spot spray map that we made with a drone. The part where I actually import the files into the John Deere isn't very good, so I will probably redo that as a separate video. But yeah, anyway, we flew the drone and took a load of images of the field, stitched them together, and then used artificial intelligence to map every weed in the field. We then generated a shapefile prescription to on-off spray the field, so 200 litres and 0, and then we imported it into the John Deere terminal, and this is what we did. Okay, so we have our screen, and I've got a USB. I'm going to put it in the bottom right of the screen. I know you can use John Deere Op Center, but we were mucking around with files, so it's just easier to have the USB to hand. So once we've finally got the USB in, we wait for the screen to find it, and it gives us a prompt of whether we want to import or export data that's found on that stick. Now the video's been slowed down a fair bit because I was going really quick in real life and it was quite hard for me to keep up on the voiceover. So we're going to click import data, then it'll take us to another menu. We're going to hit import again, and then that'll find anything on that USB stick that's relevant to the John Deere screen. In this case it's a Gen 4 data set that we've got, an RX file with the shapefile on. It's going to then show us what files it's got, and then we're going to click import. Now on this occasion it did throw up an error, but usually it just imports, churns away, and then it brings it up. But on this case it gave us an error of an invalid rate or something like that, even though we had the correct rate assigned in the polygons, but it gave us an error. So we just clicked OK, cancelled out of there, and when you've got it imported, you immediately go to the setup on the bottom left. Then on your target rate RX, it defaults to controller. We want to change that to the prescription, and there's the prescription that apparently failed, but it's there. Click OK, and then that'll churn away, converting it into something usable.
A few moments later.
Okay, slow the video down even more. I'm going to do another one, I think, on this just as a single shot. So in this bit you can see look ahead times, the multiplier, change your out of rate zone, and a few other bits, but I'll do another video on this, I think, and I'll probably actually do a proper video on how to do an import, because I'm realizing this one's just a bit cobbled together. But anyway, speed the video up, and yeah, when we click save, that will then show on the screen. Everywhere where it's green, it will then spray, because that's part of the zone. And the last thing that I want to do is just show you how to, on the sprayer side anyway, how to make sure that you're getting the right rate from your shapefile. So you can see it's a very hefty file. There's a lot of zones in there, a lot of polygons, but the John Deere handled it pretty well, and the sprayer was really good as well. Sprayer's John Deere as well. So on the left there you can see 300 litres is selected, and what I want to do is change the target rate, because I know that the shapefile is set for 200 litres a hectare. So below the little sprayer icon I can click on that button, and then where it says external target rate source, you can click on that and then choose whether you use your own source, i.e. 300 litres, or what the application map is telling you. So in this case it changes it to 200. If I change it back to none, it will default to 250, but then I can change it back to 300. And in this case we wanted to use 300 litres a hectare as the rate, so we overrid the shapefile in this case. So it was just a couple of images here to show you how it looked when you were spraying. Yeah, worked really well. There's a very, very complex shapefile, so lots of nozzles turning on and off. This is like the final result when you sort of screenshot from the screen, just looking at where it's been. So yeah, saving quite a lot of chemical. I think it was 60% on this field. So yeah, worth doing. And here's a video coming up of what the sprayer saw. So this is just on the ends. There was less weeds there, but you can see it working quite well. And on the left there is the isobus sprayer side of things. So it looks like all the nozzles are on, but actually they are doing individual nozzle turning on and off. But the isobus can't physically display every nozzle, so it just banks them up. Hence why it looks like some of them are on when a lot of them are off. And then yeah, just another view from leaning out the window, what it was doing. It was a very windy day, it was like a very stormy day, but we just had water going through the sprayer. We were just playing about, making sure the files worked. We'll be doing another video on a leek field and cav field that I flew, which has yielded some really good results. So I'll do a video on that. But yeah, if you like the video, please like, subscribe and comment. And if you think anything might be useful, visit my website. That would be really handy. Thank you.